You know what this is? Yeah, I know. It's a triangle, right? Yeah, duh. But this is the RYO rack. The RYO rack Classic, the one we're playing here, the third leg of the Whirlpool series. This is the RYO rack. And I am here today with the inventor of the RYO rack, Matty Kaplan. Matt, thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Now, the RYO rack. What is it? Why you invented? Who invents a rack for pool? Haven't this been done about 1 million times before? Tell us about what makes this thing different from every other rack that's ever been out there.
Well, I invented a rack specifically because the old triangle, which you couldn't take apart, it was stationary. So until you could break the rack apart and take it with you on a traveling case, then you could take the rack from your house, break it apart, put it in the case, take it to league, and then take it to a tournament. And
okay, so it comes apart.
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to show us that in a minute. What is it made of? Because it seems like a very nice sort of metal or something. This is a sort of a modern material.
Yes, it's made out of aircraft aluminum, and it's the best part about it is that the aluminum allows the phenolic balls to slide off of the rack without getting caught up in it like the plastic and wood racks do.
So you're saying that this actually racks the balls better and tighter for the players than the ordinary wooden rack?
Yes, significantly better. The wood racks actually, to speak scientifically, on a molecular level, the plastic balls hold onto the plastic racks and hold on to the wooden racks, and when you move it away, that's why you get those loose racks. With the aluminum, the balls slide off and stay in a very tight pattern. Right.
So why don't you demonstrate for us how it works? I think you have one inside your case there, right?
Yeah. This bag that we designed for the case, it velcros to it. It fits any size case. Even the very large ones to the very small ones, and it comes out rather quickly like this. Each one of the pieces are identically the same, and it goes together pretty much faster than you could get your stick together. Stick out of the case, and they're all magnetic, and they're very, very strong custom rare earth magnets. It's actually slightly difficult to take this apart, and
when you take it apart,
yeah,
there was a certain amount of pressure.
You just take your thumb in your hand and pull it apart just like this, and it goes right back together. And it's great because the consistency of using it at your house, practicing with it, bringing it to league, using it at league, and then bringing it to a tournament and being secure in your game that you have the best product on the market. That took close to 5 years worth of prototyping to get this thing to be this perfect. There are certain aspects to the product as well. We have these laser engraved on the back part of the rack, so you could, if you have a line that runs through the spot, you can line up the back of the rack as well, so you're not tilting the rack in either direction.
This is one of the more sort of like the dark corners of the pool world. Over the years we've seen the Sardo tight rack, and there's always been an issue about how to get the perfect rack. I remember that Sardo tight rack. Remember that? It was this like gadget. You put the balls in there and push it down, and the big problem was that everything was the same. You had every rack, it was too perfect. And then we have the template rack and the little plastic thing, which is a nifty little invention and very easy to carry around. It seems to be every few years somebody comes along in the pool world with another invention. But who would ever think that somebody would reinvent the triangle?
Yeah.
How did you start the process of even coming up with this idea?
Well, I've been inventing products for 20-something years now, and...
So you are an inventor?
Yeah, I'm an inventor.
Not just in pool, an inventor.
Yes, I'm an inventor. I have several U.S. patents and design patents and utility patents, and I like to make things better than they already are. And when I saw some people were walking around with their own wood rack, and they were taking the wood rack and putting it in their car, and in the car, the wood gets heated up and it warps within the first week they have it. So, there was, I saw that there were other aluminum racks on the market, but those aluminum racks, you couldn't take them with you, and that's the portability of my invention is truly where it is a new invention, and the machining of the product is top of the line. We use the latest equipment for machining, and it's some of the top referees on the planet say that this rack, it's the best rack they've ever used.
Well, Michaela Tabb, who we spoke with earlier, is also was quite happy with it.
Yeah, Michaela said that she has gone through several racks in her career, and she said, truly, Matty, this is the finest work that I've ever used before, in the best rack.
Right.
And I said, thank you very much. And after the amount of time and effort that we put into it, it's an honor for me to be involved in the World Pool Series as the rack sponsor, and now having a tournament named after the product, it's an honor for me.
All right, so people watching, they're interested in this, and they want to take it with it. Where do they get it? Can they just go on Amazon right now and buy it?
You go to RYORack.com. It's RYORack.com, and you could purchase the basic model right now.
How much?
Basic model is $149 with this carrying case shipped to their door. The ones that I have in my hand right now are the latest and greatest. These are made exclusively in the United States. These are $199 with the carrying case shipped to your door. $199 for an American made.
It's people, not all pool players maybe have that kind of money. It seems a bit high price on the higher end. Is that, how do you justify that kind of cost for people? Do they really get that kind of? Obviously you're getting a great benefit from it, but $200 for a rack. Somebody might say, oh, it's just a rack. I just need to push the ball. Tell me why that kind of price? Is it the metal and everything?
Yeah, the amount of time, especially it's touching all American hands, and the quality.
Well, that is important.
The quality of the American product is significantly better than the overseas product, and the fact that it's made out of aircraft aluminum.
Wow.
The magnets are custom rare earth magnets. The quality of everything that goes into that, and the overseeing of the product to make sure it's flawless. Each one of the pieces that we're having made in the United States, I look over every one of them, from the screws down to the aluminum that's purchased, and the amount of time is it takes several months to make 100 of these.
Wow.
From beginning to end.
So this is not what you would think of as like some factory mass producing them in minutes.
No, this is every day there's slight amounts of changes to the aluminum, and then after almost 90 days that it takes to make 100 of these pieces. Wow. And the quality and the machine work is of the utmost finest.
So it'll last a lifetime?
It will last a lifetime. It will never warp.
Well, that's very much worth it.
Yeah, for $199, from 10 years ago with a conceptual drawing to 10 years later to come out with this fine piece of work where the top pool players in the world walk up to me on a daily basis and say, you know, and I get emails and they say, this is truly the best rack that I've ever touched with my hands. And to imagine anything that's going to do a better job is not out there.
What has been the response from people in the pool industry, you know, the retailers, and have you been approached by them? Will you be able to get it sort of on a mass scale where people can go online and places other than RYO Rack to get this rack? I mean, do you expect to have this all over the world soon?
Yeah, we have Dominic Esposito, the drill instructor. He's a world-renowned billiards instructor. He has, you know, tons of products, and he's backing it. You know, every Tuesday he does a Facebook Live with people, and he shows the rack and shows why it's such a good product, and you know, he's endorsing it. We are truly moving forward in a slow manner right now. We have distributors that are somewhat serious about selling it. The biggest problem is that the amount of money that it costs to manufacture this product, the percentage is not really there for the distributors.
I see. So the best way for the foreseeable future for people to get it is to go to RYORack.com.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They can order them directly.
Yeah, and then they could call me. We offer, this is one of the new, here, let me put this away.
Yeah, take it apart.
Yeah, this is, it takes...
It's amazing.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds.
It's such a simple concept, but why have I never seen it before this?
And it's great. In league, if you're playing, you know, I'm a league player. I play BCA and APA, and in league, it's great. You take it out, it goes together, your rack, you can put it away, you know, real fast. And it goes onto the back of the case. You lean up against the wall. No one even really sees it's on your case. We're not branding these cases with a big RYO. We're not trying to be flashy. You know, it's a great product. You know, and the other thing is, like, this is one of our new pieces.
It comes in different colors.
Yeah, it comes in. This is electroplated, clear. It's bright, anodized. It looks like chrome, but it's actually acid dipped aluminum, and they do a bright dip anodize on it. And one of the greatest features of this product is that not only can you have a rack that comes apart in 3 pieces, but the cover plates of the basic model unscrew with 6 screws, and then you could inlay it with any type of material. This is race car, 1/8 inch
Who
thick.
inlays it? You guys?
Yeah, we do this.
Custom orders?
Yeah, custom orders.
Wow. Or they can put their logo?
Yeah, any logo, your name. It says.
On this thing.
Yeah. This is 1/8 inch thick carbon fiber. Now on these where it says RYO, you could have your name.
That's the mag.
You could do David Kennedy and some like cool text that you pick off of like a font website, and we'll do any text that you want right here on all 3 sides for an additional charge.
All right, well, you know, I mean, it's fascinating to think that somebody would even think of something like that, and you know, we wish you the best of luck with it, but even more importantly, thank you for sponsoring the RYO Rack Classic Championship. It's great that, you know, you support the game like this, and the World Pool Series. Yeah,
I hope it furthers our sport, you know, on a worldwide basis.
And the feeling's mutual, because we hope that this furthers your endeavor and to sell a lot of these racks. So, Matty Kaplan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Matty Kaplan, the inventor, the mad scientist the one behind the RYO rack. Let's put this together. One last, look how easy that is. The RYO rack. Check it out at ryorack.com.